Can you like sit there and tell us what Boogie has done now, Devon?
Alright, so we talked about Mr. Boogie2988, aka Stephen J. Williams is his real name, in the last episode because the fucking whole commentary channel community called him out for him doing a crypto scam where he created this coin called Fatty Coin and scammed his audience out of money and then lied about it. It was a whole thing. And so we thought that was bad, and then lo and behold, like the day after we recorded that podcast, wouldn't you know, fucking Keemstar was like, oh, tune in to LawCal Live tonight where Boogie gets confronted with fucking stuff about the crypto scam, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, out of nowhere, Keemstar brings this guy named Destiny on the podcast, and Destiny comes up with this whole theory of how Boogie is faking his cancer diagnosis, and this whole stream was a disaster. And Boogie made himself look like a total jackass, and at one point his only defense was to start screaming, and then he got naked on the podcast. So that's...
What?
Yeah, because...
Who wants to fucking see that? Put your rolls away, buddy.
Well, I mean, he brags about his fucking 21-year-old girlfriend who looks like fucking Carrie. So, all the time.
Yeah.
Is it bad to ask, can he see his dick?
No,
Well,
thankfully.
If you go by what Boogie says when we watched the documentary about him, he has multiple roles in that area, and he likes to call it his meat apron, and he says that the ladies love his meat apron. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
It looks foul, because we see, in the documentary, we actually see him get out of the tub. We don't see anything, because legitimately his fat rolls censor himself. Like, I'm not even joking.
Basically, if he wants to fuck a woman, he has to move the fat rolls by his dick. That's concerning.
Well, so that podcast happened, and it was like 4 hours long. So the way I took my notes is kind of how I did last time. So I took notes from a couple different videos. I took some. I'm just gonna read these in the order that I took them. So first, notes from Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers video. Basically, he showed this clip where CoffeeZilla, who's this guy that exposes crypto scams, he did a video where he confronted Boogie about the crypto scam, and Boogie lied out of his fucking ass. And basically he showed a clip from that video where Boogie was telling CoffeeZilla to look into the actual criminals behind the crypto scam, which he's talking about the people that paid Boogie $10,000 to promote the crypto scam. And Boogie was begging him to do it so that way it would take the heat off of him and people would leave him alone. Then basically Muda said that Boogie was a hypocrite because he showed tweets from a couple years ago where Boogie was saying, he was tweeting about how he hates crypto scams, and he was advising his audience to never invest in shit coins created by YouTubers, even though that's exactly what Boogie did. Then on the clip from LawCal Live, Destiny confronted Boogie about his cancer not being real, and Boogie lied off of his ass. And then Telegram chats were leaked where Boogie was making Mudahar, CoffeeZilla, and Charlie out to be the bad guys, and said that he doesn't care what videos they make on him. And then showed a clip where Keemstar was asking Boogie if there's any possibility that if the next time he goes to his doctor, he could ask his doctor, hey, do I have cancer? And is there any possibility that his doctor could tell him no, but what you have could turn into cancer? And Boogie's response was that was possible, but if that was the case, his doctor would be committing malpractice. And then Boogie was saying that if his doctor told him that he didn't have cancer, that his doctor would be committing malpractice and lying. And then this man said that if his doctor told him that he didn't have cancer, then he believes his doctor would be lying just to get clout off of him. Not even joking. Then Destiny said that it makes no sense that Boogie would be getting a bone marrow biopsy to confirm if he has cancer, when 2 years ago Boogie literally tweeted saying that it was confirmed that he had cancer, and Boogie was lying and saying that he never confirmed it, that he was just diagnosed with it. But he literally tweeted saying that it was confirmed that he had cancer, and Mutahar even showed one of Boogie's videos that he clickbaited where Boogie was saying that he had a cancer called polycythemia vera, which is a cancer in your blood. Destiny said that it makes no sense why Boogie would be getting a bone marrow biopsy if he already had cancer for 2 years. Then Muta looked into the type of cancer that Boogie claims he has, and there's a possibility that he has the secondary form of polycythemia, which is where your body produces too many blood cells and your blood can't get through the small parts of your body because there's too much blood being produced. Also, people who have the cancer variant usually die in 20 years. That is the life expectancy of people who get that. It's a very rare type of cancer. So Boogie saying that he's in dire need for cancer treatment is a complete lie, and that his other health problems would kill him before the cancer. Then on the LolCal Live, Wings of Redemption and Tommy C, who are two co-hosts on the podcast, were telling Boogie to just show the paperwork of his patient, or to show his patient portal, and Boogie said no, he's not fucking going to. Boogie started getting an attitude and complaining that everybody ruins his life, and that this cancer is the last thing that he has left, and blames the internet for ruining his marriage and ruining his life. Then he started saying that this is the last thing, and to let him have this one thing because he has nothing else in his life. Basically, they were asking him to show proof that he had cancer, and Boogie was refusing. And this man has put every other aspect of his life on the internet publicly, but this was like the one thing where he was like, no, this is the last bit of privacy I have. I'm not showing this. I refuse. Because he didn't want to get caught lying.
No, and this motherfucker he even lied about showing his fucking roommate. Like, he said, I've never shown my roommate on camera. And then fucking Dojangles, Mutahar's wife, sat there and said, well, what is this then? And showed a picture of him showing his roommate. Like a fucking dumbass.
See, the only thing I knew him from was like a series he did with McJuggernuggets like 8 years ago. And I got scarred because he was in his fucking bathtub and you could see like everything, basically. Got scarred from that.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot worse since then. We've covered a lot of stuff that's happened with him. The short version of it is he fucking had weight loss surgery because he was gonna die if he didn't get weight loss surgery, and then he got the fucking weight loss surgery, and then he just gained the weight back anyway, and then he lied about a lot of stuff to get his fans to donate money to him, and then he got arrested for shooting a firearm in the air because one of his internet trolls showed up to his house, and Boogie thought it would be a good idea to fire a warning shot into the air, which is against the law in Arkansas where he lives. So he got arrested for that, and then the whole drama with his fucking girlfriend, because Boogie's like, I think he's, what, 45, I think?
Dude, he's like fit. Let me actually look up his age, because I don't even know what this fucking dumbass age is.
His girlfriend is only, like, she only just turned 20, I think.
He's 49.
Yeah, and his girlfriend is 20, and it was this whole drama where people were saying that he groomed her, and Boogie was, like, denying it. It was a whole big thing.
And
it's just like...
You can tell she's not okay mentally, because she, in the documentary, like, she's fucked in the head. You could tell. Like, you could just tell. And also, fucking, he often coaches her. Like, in one of these streams, I think it was a stream you were talking about, but I don't know if you mentioned it, fucking, he was coaching...
It's coming up later.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later then.
It's bad. So to continue on my notes here, Mudahar said, "Wow, Boogie is actually the ultimate fucking victim, and he really can't take responsibility for anything in his life." Destiny said it makes no sense why Boogie would need money for cancer treatment and medical bills if he was already diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago and had confirmation, so he should have got it taken care of years ago, and that he's just lying, using the cancer as an excuse for people to give him money and as an excuse for the crypto scam. And then Boogie started, this was so weird, because he was calling him out on this, and then Boogie started flexing about how he got a little bit of windfall, which he's talking about how he got paid $10,000 to promote the crypto scam. So that was like his response to getting called out for faking his cancer, was just, oh, well, I got $10,000. And fucking, I put here, I said, what a fucking piece of shit, fat ass. Goddamn, I hate this fucking cunt. I put that as a side note. Then, so then they had this guy on named Mr. Medicare, who's actually dying of cancer, and Boogie also made fun of him for having cancer, by the way. We said that in the last episode. Medicare was telling Boogie he could easily just prove his cancer by showing a screen cap of his patient diagnosis, which doesn't show any private information. I'm on the right thing, right? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go back to it. Which doesn't show any private information about who his doctor is or what hospital he goes to. And Boogie said he's not going to be showing that because of privacy. And Medicare said that he did that to prove that he had cancer, so why can't Boogie do it? And Boogie said because it's the last shred of privacy that he has left on the internet, and he's going to hold on to that. And then Tommy, Wings, and Keemstar were all telling him just to fucking show it and prove it, but Boogie was just refusing. Muda says, I don't know why Boogie is saying all this stuff about privacy. Then he said 8 months ago, this guy did this, and he showed a clip from the Boogie documentary where Boogie showed every single diagnosis that he had, and Muda called it the Infinity Stones of diagnosis. Boogie says his cancer is like, this was so, like, I don't know why he was describing it like this. Boogie was basically describing what it's like to have polycythemia vera. Boogie said his cancer is like the tutorial version of cancer. Boogie said, if you want to get cancer, this is the kind of cancer that you want to get.
What the fuck is wrong?
Then he went on to say that his cancer is the Animal Crossing of cancer.
Animal Crossing?
Yes, you deadass said that.
Okay, there's a few points. For one, Animal Crossing is kind of shit. So, okay, cool for him. But for Joe, if he really wanted to fake this shit, he could have faked the paperwork. Like, you can easily fake paperwork
Why
of
are you
saying
coaching
not...
Boogie on how to do this?
No, I'm not saying he should. But this dumbass, if you're gonna fake something, at least do it right. Like, if you... Austin, he could literally sit here and fake the paperwork and show it to them, be like, here, I have cancer. Yeah, that's fucked, but he could do it. He didn't have to be like, oh, privacy.
Boogie's like the laziest motherfucker. Like, he doesn't even put in like the smallest amount of work into anything.
I know, he probably
I'm
doesn't
pretty
shower.
I'm pretty sure in one of his pity parties, he's like completely said that, like, for one, in the documentary, he said he took his fucking girlfriend's virginity, which is just disgusting.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
also,
good for him.
he mentioned that he's so pitiful and he's so fucking disgusting that he legitimately mentioned on one of the podcasts that, like, I don't do any work when we have intercourse. Like, he was legitimately bragging about that. He was like, I don't do any work at all. She does all the work.
Okay.
And I was like, why? Why would you brag about that, bro?
Okay, serious question. Did she actually lose her virginity to his dick? Because,
Yes.
I mean,
That's serious.
How can he find it in his rolls?
Boogie was also the same guy that, like, one part of the documentary, he sat there and bragged about how he was, like, a 40-year-old man using Snapchat, and he was calling himself, like, a creep, and he said he was proud to be a creep.
This man also...
that doesn't give pedophile vibes at all.
This man also said fucking that he spent, which we found out that the numbers were fudged, but he claimed in the documentary that he spent over $250,000 on hookers.
Yep.
It wasn't even to just fuck them. It was to take them to, like, Disneyland and shit. Like,
yeah.
And then one of the hookers came out in the documentary.
That's what he said.
And one of the hookers came out in the documentary and legitimately said, after I fucked Boogie, I quit my job. They quit being a hooker because of Boogie.
Yeah.
Bro's traumatized. I feel bad for the hooker. She good?
I don't know, man.
Fucking,
She probably needs therapy after that.
So not only was he saying his cancer was like the Animal Crossing of cancer, he was trying to make like a comparison between his cancer and Medicare's cancer, because he said his cancer was like the Animal Crossing of cancer, and he said Medicare's cancer was like the Dark Souls of cancer.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know why he was making these comparisons.
Why is
I know he's a gamer.
Comparing his cancer to another person's cancer? Does it matter what kind of cancer you have and how severe?
It matters to Boogie.
Yeah.
Like, is it a competition? Who's going to get first place?
To Boogie, yes.
Yeah. So, then Mutahar got angry and started screaming, which I've never, in all the time I've watched him, I've never seen him actually get angry and start screaming at any like YouTube drama he's ever covered. So that's how I knew he was like really mad. He started screaming that people sat there and donated money to Boogie, and Boogie ended up getting over $100,000. And Muta said he was going to donate money to, basically what this is talking about is a part of the fucking stream. Like, all these YouTubers were saying that they would donate money to Boogie for him to prove that he has cancer, and all the donations totaled up to like $100,000, and Boogie was still refusing to fucking prove that he had cancer. Then Lunahar started screaming about how Boogie has been grifting off of his cancer for a year, and he is the biggest scumbag piece of shit he's ever seen. Boogie says that this is all his big exit plan, and Medicare told him it was an awful exit plan. Basically, what he's alluding to by exit plan, he said this like several times on the stream. Basically, he's like suicide baiting now.
Yeah.
So, because anytime Boogie gets called out for anything, he immediately plays the victim, and he has like no defense, and he just starts saying, "Oh, woe is me, I got health problems, I'm suicidal," and all this shit. He does it every time. It's the most annoying shit ever.
Oh yeah, I know that because I remember that series that I did watch. Like at the end of it, I remember seeing like a gun, and then he was saying he was gonna shoot himself. Traumatized me.
Mudahar said that Boogie could have literally had more money than he would have ever needed by the people that were willing to donate to him if he would have just proved that he had cancer, but he just wouldn't do it, and he would have made more money than he ever could have doing the crypto scams, but Boogie just refused to show proof. And then then I watched Charlie's video after that, Penguin Zero, and these are the notes I took from that. So, Charlie said that he's amazed at Boogie's ability to consistently embarrass himself. Boogie, I'll talk about that part later. Hold on. Okay. Boogie was trying to talk about how he has morals, and Nicholas Diorio, who's another commentary YouTuber, they had him on the stream. Nicholas Diorio said, what morals? You scammed your audience for $10,000, and Boogie's reply was, yeah, but this is different. And I said, what the actual fuck? Because he basically just admitted that he scammed his audience, even though last time we talked about him, he had like every excuse in the book that he wasn't scamming his audience. So, then, then I put here, Boogie multiple times in the podcast said how he hates Charlie, and that Charlie has a hate boner for him, and kept talking about Charlie's friend Jackson, and Charlie was dying laughing. And then I put here, side note, Jackson fucking hates Boogie. Jackson is one of Charlie's co-hosts on his podcast. He's a really cool guy.
What is Jackson's full name so I can look him up, because I'm trying to get PNGs right now.
It's Jackson Clark.
Jackson Clark, that's it. Okay.
It's CLARKE.
Okay, thank you.
But so I put Jackson fucking hates Boogie, and he has for years. He always calls Boogie out on so much shit, and Boogie fucking hates him. Then everybody on the podcast kept saying, who the fuck is Jackson Clark, and why does Boogie keep mentioning his name? So here's something interesting. Charlie looked into the analytics of Boogie's channel, and Boogie gets over 2 million views on his channel per month, and his channel generates about $7,000 a month. So keep in mind, Boogie claimed that he can't make money from his channel because he says he has channel-wide demonetization. Charlie said if Boogie would stop being so fucking lazy and actually put work into making content, then he would have no problem being able to support himself, but instead he wants to be lazy and not put any work into his channel, and he has to beg his audience for money. Keemstar said that Boogie told him when he lost all his money in crypto, he went to the doctor, and his doctor told him he had a very high red blood cell count, which could lead to cancer, but Boogie never got a confirmation that he had cancer, but decided to go on YouTube to announce to his fans that he had cancer, even though he didn't know if he had it or not. And Boogie admitted that he lied about having confirmation for 2 years, and he said he lied about it just to gain sympathy.
How does he think people are ever going to believe him ever again?
I don't know, honestly. Fucking... Then, this is where I took my biggest notes. So, I watched another commentary YouTuber, his name was Saturated Content, and basically in this he played all the clips from the fucking, like, the whole episode of the podcast, and I have so much notes, so this is going to take the longest. So Boogie deactivated his Twitter and threatened to delete his YouTube channel, and apparently he claims that he's going to disappear from the internet, which we find out is cap because he's back on the internet already.
Yep.
Boogie claims that he didn't get paid, so he freaked out and had a panic attack and didn't sleep for 3 days. And Keemstar said that Boogie told him that if his expenses for the trip was $500, basically, after Boogie did the crypto scam, he went on a fucking trip to, I think it was New York, to meet up with, like, everybody from the podcast, do, like, an in-person thing, I think it was. And people were, like, calling him out, saying, oh, if you didn't have money to pay for your medical bills and your cancer treatment, how the fuck do you have money to go on a vacation? And Boogie was just like, because I can. So, there's that. He said if the expenses for the trip was $500, then Keemstar said that the Airbnb cost $1,200. How does that make any sense? And Boogie said he didn't know, and Keemstar said this podcast, basically Lolcow Live, is only making $2,000 a month, and Boogie said he doesn't know anything because he was too busy having a panic attack. Boogie tried to lie about not knowing when he was getting paid, and Keemstar called him out and was going off saying that the show wasn't performing well enough and that there wasn't enough interest in Lolcow Live. Boogie then tried to defend himself by saying he was not lying and that he genuinely didn't know how much he was getting paid from the podcast, which was a lie. Keemstar then brought Destiny onto the stream, and this is where the shitstorm happened. Boogie was mad because he hates Destiny. Destiny started calling out Boogie, saying that he knows Boogie's faking his cancer diagnosis. He asked if Boogie's doctor ever said the word cancer to him, and Boogie said his doctor told him he had polycythemia vera. Then Boogie tried to shit on Nicholas Diorio because apparently Nicholas said that Boogie has the secondary polycythemia, which isn't cancer, and Boogie said it was bullshit. Then Destiny said that he thinks it is the secondary polycythemia. Boogie says, why would my doctor tell me it's polycythemia vera, and why would he tell me that there's a high count of red blood cells in my blood, and why would he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it? Destiny responded saying, that's weird that he would order a bone marrow biopsy when 2 years ago you already confirmed that you had cancer. Then I put here, Boogie is going on about how his bone marrow biopsy is so expensive because he was complaining to try to get people to give him money. Destiny said, why would the medical procedures and biopsy be expensive if it's not even confirmed that he has cancer? So the same day that Boogie put out his tweet saying he got a cancer diagnosis, he uploaded a video to his YouTube channel saying that he has cancer. Destiny called him out on it, and Boogie tried to lie and say that he sat on the video for a while before uploading it, and Destiny said, you did it right after the tweet. You said that you got a cancer diagnosis, and the same fucking day you uploaded a video saying you had cancer. Then I said, Boogie is getting absolutely destroyed and doesn't know how to defend himself. Destiny was saying, if you didn't have confirmation that you had cancer, then why the fuck were you telling everybody that you were fighting cancer? Boogie's response was that he was hoping that the doctors were wrong, and he was hoping to God that the doctors were wrong. Destiny said, why would you hope that they're wrong if you don't have cancer and you didn't have confirmation? Then he said, you could just look at your blood chart to see your blood cell counts and hormones to determine if you have cancer. Then I put here, Boogie is getting frustrated and angry. So apparently Boogie told Mike Klum, which is the guy that made the documentary, that he didn't want to talk about his cancer diagnosis in the documentary, but in a stream before with Destiny, Boogie said that if Destiny was nice to him, he would share his medical records with him. Wings of Redemption said he doesn't understand why Boogie can't just go grab a piece of paper and prove to them that he has cancer, and Boogie made the excuse that he didn't have it printed out on paper.
Dude, motherfucker.
Boogie said he's not going to show anything because it's the last bit of privacy that he has in his life, and claimed the internet ruined his life. And he got mad and was like screaming "fuck you" at everybody. Destiny called him out saying, why did you need all this money claiming that you needed it for medical stuff if you didn't even need the bone marrow biopsy because you don't have cancer? Why would you need to do the crypto scam for money? And Boogie started flexing how he got to... Yeah, I read that already. Destiny said Boogie is using the cancer thing as an excuse to scam his fans. And Destiny said if Boogie can actually show something confirming he has cancer, that he will donate $5,000 to him. Boogie claimed that there is no amount of money that anyone could give him to see his medical records. Then he told Destiny to go fuck himself. Then Boogie doesn't want to take accountability for anything in his life, and then he blames the internet for his marriage ending, even though there's clips that came out of Boogie saying that he wishes his wife would fucking die and other fucked up shit. So it's Boogie's fault, but he just blames everybody else because he doesn't want to take accountability. After Boogie got his money lost in crypto, Boogie took out $200,000 that he had left on crypto. So why wouldn't he just pay for the bone marrow biopsy if he had $200,000? Then why wouldn't he also go get a second opinion from other doctors to actually find out if he has cancer? Why would he only go to one avenue and then make a video begging people to give him money? Keemstar started going off on Boogie, saying that the biggest story in the world is going to be that Boogie lied about having cancer, and Boogie said let them run with that story and that he's fine with that, he doesn't care. Keemstar called him an idiot and said by the time Boogie actually shows his medical records, it will be too late and no one will believe him. Boogie said that he doesn't give a shit. Then Keemstar was saying that Boogie was lying and was saying, Boogie, why would you lie about this whole thing? Why would you lie? And Boogie said that he wasn't lying. Then Tommy C started calling him out, saying that Boogie would complain to him about having bad cancer days. Then Boogie started having a breakdown and saying that he's fucked and he's just going to delete everything and that life is over for him.
Yep. Fucking dumbass.
Tommy C said, if you're out here sharing all this with your fans, about having cancer, then don't you have a moral obligation to let them know if you actually have cancer? And I put here, Boogie, being the fat, disgusting, whale-sized piece of shit that he is, said that perhaps he does have that moral obligation, but he's just going to have to ignore it because he wants to keep this as his last shred of privacy. He's just using this as a fucking excuse. I hate this fat piece of shit, is what I wrote there. So, Saturated said that he doesn't understand why Boogie is so concerned about privacy when he's put every other aspect of his life in the public eye, and he's so concerned about keeping this private, but things like his father molesting him, and his mother physically abusing him, and his sister and brother abusing him, he's fine with putting that on the internet, but won't confirm that he has cancer.
Jeez fucking Christ.
Which, if you didn't know, Boogie made videos about that a long time ago, trying to get sympathy from people.
Yeah.
Boogie started saying that it was a mistake to put it on the internet in the first place, and that he wished he never did it, and that he knew nobody would take his side, and nobody would believe him, and he started his woe is me shit again. Then I put here, Boogie is saying that he's done with everything, he's just giving up. Keemstar said that Drama Alert already posted the story and that he did not tell them to post it. Basically, like, while they were doing the podcast, Drama Alert posted that Boogie was faking his cancer. Boogie said he doesn't care because he knows he's fucked anyway. Keemstar got mad and said that the way Boogie is talking and the way he's responding sounds like Boogie is pretty much defeated, and it's like he's acting like he just got caught lying. Boogie said he always knew this day would come where he would either have to show his medical records to prove he has cancer, or that the internet would just accuse him of faking cancer. What the actual fuck? This makes no sense. What the fuck do you mean this day would come? Is what I wrote here. I started getting fucking angry. I said, bro, Keemstar and Tommy C are both calling him out because Boogie keeps talking about how he wants to keep this private for him, and Keemstar got mad and said, who the fuck is going to believe that, honestly, when you're sitting here saying all the things about, oh, I got high blood pressure, I got this and that. Who the fuck is going to believe that you're going to keep this private because you make everything else public? And Boogie had no defense to that. He's put here, so he's just giving up and saying that he's done and that he's leaving the internet. Tommy said no one's going to believe him and that it's just a bunch of bullshit. Then they brought Mudahar onto the stream, and he called Boogie out saying, what about the money you said you needed for a colonoscopy, and how you had to lose weight for cancer? And Boogie just had no argument and is saying he's not going to get the test done because they're too expensive. So he went from saying that he was going to get the test, and then once he got called out by fucking Mudahar, then he was like, oh, well, I'm just not going to get the test now. I'm not going to prove it because I don't care.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck.
Oh. What the fuck happened? You just, like, cut off, Austin.
My controller died.
Oh. But, so Mudahar called him out saying, don't you have insurance to pay for all that? And Boogie is claiming that his health insurance is too expensive and he has to do co-pays on it and that he can't afford it. And then I said, which makes no fucking sense because you can afford to get the test done and get treatments, but you can't afford your insurance. Then
idiot, dude.
Keemstar is asking Boogie to send him a screenshot of his diagnosis, and Boogie is saying that he's working on trying to find it, and that he has to scroll through so much of his medical stuff to find it. And I said, but obviously he's just stalling because he doesn't actually have it. Boogie says he's leaving the internet, but he obviously is going to come back. which he has.
Yep.
Saturated said that Boogie has over 100,000 tweets, and basically he was saying that Boogie's like addicted to Twitter like it's fucking crack. And so somebody did the math on this, Austin, and they tallied up that on average Boogie tweets about once every 20 minutes. If you tally up like how long he's been on Twitter, he fucking apparently tweets about once every 20 minutes. That's how fucking addicted he is.
Lord all fucking mighty, dude.
So I don't know who this chick was, but they brought this like girl on, and she offered to fly Boogie out to where she was and pay for his hotel so he could go get the test to prove he has cancer. And Boogie made the excuse that he can't do anything because, and that he's having a really hard time trying to do anything. Boogie is saying that he's disassociating and can't figure out how to do anything. That was his excuse. Boogie is saying that he's just so done with life and that he knew this moment was going to come, that he was either going to have to show his medical records or walk away, and he said that he's choosing to walk away. Tommy said, his response to Boogie was, "Or you were lying and this was your plan all along." Boogie is lying, saying that he couldn't find the diagnosis paper on his phone. Keemstar called him out on it, and Boogie is saying, "Oh, I know it's there, but I just can't find it," because he doesn't actually fucking have it, and he was just making up an excuse. Once again, the amount of excuses that this fucking man says, bro, it's ridiculous. The amount of excuses. Then Boogie said that he knows that deactivating all of his social media makes him look guiltier, but he doesn't care. Wings said it would be so much easier if Boogie would just tell the truth. Boogie says, "As far as I know, my doctor told me I have cancer and that's the truth."
As far as he knows. As far as he knows.
Yep.
Bro, like, why? Why?
He's gotta add that in there, Austin. He's gotta add that in there.
So Wings then said, "If you walk away from the internet, then how are you going to get your weekly paycheck? What are you going to do? Live in your car?" And Boogie's response was, "I don't know." Wings said, "So you would rather live in your car than actually just show a fucking medical record?" Then my next notes here, I put, "Now Boogie is fucking pissing me off because he's accusing Tommy, Wings, Keemstar, Destiny, Charlie, Mudahar, Nicholas, and Jackson of pretending that he's faking cancer."
Oh,
So,
fucking God.
yeah. So now he's saying that everybody is pretending that he doesn't have cancer. And this is where Tommy got really fucking mad and was saying, he said, "No one's fucking pretending. This is a serious fucking situation that Destiny brought up a really well thought out case. So nobody is fucking pretending. And even if we're wrong about it, nobody would pretend about something this serious." And then Boogie was trying to say that everybody was like spinning this and manipulating it to try to make him look bad. And Tommy started screaming at Boogie saying, "Nobody is spinning this or manipulating it, and you can't use that fucking excuse anymore. So stop trying to use that fucking excuse." Then Keemstar asked Boogie why he didn't get a second opinion to see if he had cancer, and Boogie's excuse was that he trusts his doctor very much. That was his reasoning for not getting a second opinion.
Of course.
Then I put here, now Boogie is saying that everybody on the podcast is no longer his friends, and that he's just done with everything. Keemstar is angry, saying, "I brought one of the biggest streamers on here to confront you, and now you're saying that we backstabbed you." And then he said, Boogie said if it would have been a private conversation, he would have showed the proof. Then they all told him that was bullshit. Boogie said, get this, Boogie said that he will tweet the medical records once he's dead.
So how is that gonna work?
Well,
I don't know.
He could die any minute.
Unless his girlfriend tweets it out for him. That's the only thing I could think.
Like, is he gonna, like, die and get buried with his phone so he can tweet it real quick?
According to Boogie, probably.
Unless the motherfucker sat there and, like, scheduled some fucking bullshit. You could schedule shit now.
You can schedule shit on Twitter?
Now you can, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. Blame Elon.
So then I put here, Boogie is manipulating, saying that he is leaving the internet and that he's done and he doesn't want to spend 2 nights a week talking to Tommy, Wings, and Keemstar anymore. Then they brought on Medicare, and Medicare asked how much Boogie is getting paid, and Keemstar said that Boogie is making his mortgage, which is $2,000, and that Boogie is lying and manipulating everything. They're questioning Boogie how he is going to take care of Desi, which is his girlfriend's name, if he's not on the internet and isn't getting paid, and Boogie is saying that he'll find a way. And then I put a side note, I said, are you fucking Drake Bell, Boogie?
Jesus Christ.
Then Wing says if Boogie keeps up this train of thought, he's going to be living in his car before he knows it. Then I got mad here and I said they are offering Boogie $25,000 fucking dollars just to show this stupid ass medical record, and Boogie is refusing. Medicare said that you would rather go live in the gutter and not be able to support yourself than to take $25,000 to shut these assholes up and show the proof. Boogie keeps talking about game ending himself and saying that it's the end for him. So he's basically trying to say that he's going to commit fucking suicide over this fucking bullshit. And I said, this is pissing me off so fucking much on so many fucking levels. And he's sitting here trying to say that everybody is fucking being mean to him and that he's gonna end it all just for fucking sympathy. Are you fucking serious? I'm so red in the face. And the reason I was so mad is because fucking somebody in my family committed suicide, so fucking that made me fucking mad that he would bait fucking suicide like that. Just for sympathy, by the way. Man. He's not actually going to do it, he's just saying it for sympathy. That's all he cares about. Then I said, Wings is calling him out, saying that when they signed up for the fight, they had to put in the paperwork everything that they were diagnosed with. So he's asking, why can't Boogie just pull out the paperwork they had to sign for the fight to show all of his diagnosis? And Boogie just went silent with no response. Keemstar got mad and started yelling, saying, if you had fucking cancer, how in the fuck did they let you have a fucking boxing match? Then I put here, so now Boogie is pulling a complete fucking 180 and saying he doesn't want to get a bone marrow biopsy because it's not necessary, and is saying he doesn't want to get it anymore. So earlier he was saying that he wanted to get the bone marrow biopsy to see if he has cancer, and now he's saying he doesn't want to get it because it's not necessary. Makes a whole lot of fucking sense, Boogie.
Idiots.
Then Medicare is saying, don't you want to know if you have cancer? And Boogie said no. Legitimately.
Like,
he
why?
said no. And then Boogie was talking about opening a fucking GoFundMe account Then he decided against it because he knew it would give him backlash. And then they said in order for him to open up a GoFundMe for his medical problems, that GoFundMe requires you to give them documentation of all your diagnosis. And then I put here, so isn't that mysterious how Boogie all of a sudden doesn't want to open a GoFundMe because he doesn't want to provide the documentation that he actually has cancer. And then I said, so apparently Boogie was talking about fucking opening a GoFundMe account, then decided against it. Oh wait, what the fuck? What? For some reason it put that twice. I don't know what the fuck happened there with my notes app. So, okay, there we go. Then I put, now all of a sudden, he's telling this story. Yeah, so I don't know where the fuck this came from. This is so dumb. So he's getting called out for all this stuff and having the worst defenses and changing his story constantly. And then this motherfucker, all of a sudden, no reason whatsoever, started telling this story about how his first ever girlfriend physically abused him.
Why?
I don't know. He randomly just started saying that. I put, what in the actual fuck is wrong with this guy? Then, basically, he made that story up. So I said, so this motherfucker is basically making up a fake abuse story to try to make himself seem like the good guy, and is saying that's why people think that he beats women. So, okay, so let me explain the story he told. So, Boogie claimed that his first ever girlfriend was physically abusive to him. So, Boogie said that he had no choice but to fight back, and his idea of fighting back was, he said, pinning her up against the wall. And he said because he did that, that's why people say that he beats women, which I don't know how that has any fucking correlation, but that's the lengths that this man is going to try to cover his ass.
He does realize it's not working right.
I don't think he realized it when he was saying it, but he probably realized it after the fact when nobody fucking believed the fucking word he said.
Oh, Jesus.
I said, this dude is actually the most retarded dumbass I've ever seen. I said, the sheer length he is going with these excuses baffles me to my core. They're asking him how he's going to make a living if he disappears from the internet, and Boogie said, oh, I'm just going to sell my house and give the money to everybody who deserves it. I don't know what the fuck he meant by that. Then Medicare said, so you're going to go homeless and you're going to sell your fucking house and lose out on getting $25,000 just over the fact that you don't want to show this one little fucking piece of paper that says diagnosis cancer. And Boogie said yes. So he's willing to go so far for this argument to lose his house and be homeless and be on the street and not take 25 grand just to fucking stand on his fucking argument.
Keep in mind, his girlfriend lives in his house. His 21-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah. So then I put, so now Boogie is trying to fucking say that his money issues are magically fixed all of a sudden and that he doesn't have to worry about money anymore. And then I said, what in the actual fuck is going on? I'm so fucking lost. And then I said, I want to fucking reach through my screen and wrap my fucking hands around his fat ass neck with his 20,000 shins and strangle the life out of this piece of garbage. Because he literally just like on the flip of a switch was saying that he magically doesn't have money issues anymore and he doesn't need money and that his money issues were fucking fixed. And then they tried to ask him, they're like, what do you mean your money issues are fixed? And he was like, oh, that's all I'm saying about it is that they're fixed. It was so confusing, dude. Then I put here, Boogie starts losing his mind, and Medicare started saying that Boogie has no problem with getting naked on camera, so why is the diagnosis...
Saved, fucking, and my sister just left, so...
Yeah. So, this is where this stream started getting so stupid. Boogie started losing his mind because at this point he had no other defense and he started having a mental breakdown. And so Medicare said that if Boogie has no problem with getting naked on camera, why does the diagnosis document have to be kept private if he's fine with doing things like getting naked on camera? Which, this isn't the first time. He's done it multiple times. Boogie started screaming, saying, "Oh, you want me to get naked? I'll get naked," and took his clothes off and got completely naked on camera. I put here, it's so fucking horrifying.
I saw a fucking picture of it. It's not pretty.
Then, this is the part you were talking about. Boogie had his girlfriend come on camera to defend him, and she was saying that it's his choice if he doesn't want to show his medical records. And this part was kind of funny because Medicare started saying, "Blink twice if you're being held captive." Keemstar was saying that Boogie is coaching her to say that, and Tommy started dying laughing. So, then they brought in Nicholas Diorio, and he was trying to ask Boogie where he gets his drugs from if he's crying that he has no money. Because apparently Boogie smokes weed as well. So Boogie got mad and was saying that he doesn't respect Nicholas Diorio and that his girlfriend gets her weed from her parents. So everybody started laughing at Boogie, saying he gets his weed from Desi's parents. Boogie got mad and left the stream over it. Then they brought on Kelly, who's Wings' wife. So Kelly was saying that when they all got together in New York, Boogie told her that he hadn't got the test for the specific type of cancer that he's saying he has, and that his doctor told him that it's something that he could possibly have, but it's not confirmed that he has it. So that pretty much confirmed that he fucking never had cancer and lied about it. So that is the end of my notes for the saturated content video. Then CoffeeZilla made another video confronting Boogie, so we're going to get into that now. The notes on this isn't as long, by the way. So basically, he was confronting Boogie on the stuff that happened in the stream I just told you about. The stream was a total fucking disaster. Fuck Boogie, bro, for fucking faking cancer. You fucking piece of shit. That is like the lowest, most like scummiest shit you can do. And he's done a lot of scummy shit, like scamming his audience and lying and stealing and all this other shit, manipulating, fucking mentally abusing people, physically abusing people. Fucking, but this motherfucker to sit there and lie for 2 years, 2 fucking years about having cancer, and it was all for sympathy, and it was all for people to give him fucking money and to join his pity party. So, you have any thoughts before I get into my CoffeeZilla notes?
Oh, I'm gonna wait for my fucking thoughts because you already have fucking, like, voice messages you get to fucking play of me screaming and fucking all this shit. Oh, I hate them.
So, in CoffeeZilla's new video, CoffeeZilla said that the statements Boogie made about when he was paid the money in the last video were proven false, and Boogie basically, he's talking about when Boogie said he got paid $5,000 up front and shit. Basically, CoffeeZilla was saying that that was false, and that Boogie agreed to give him receipts of the payments, CoffeeZilla got them, and the timeline that Boogie gave him for when he got paid was not accurate to when Boogie actually got paid. CoffeeZilla said that Boogie gave him 2 receipts. One was for $154 and the other was for $60. So in total about $214. So where the fuck did the rest of the money go? Then Boogie started screaming on the phone saying that CoffeeZilla was a liar. CoffeeZilla confronted him saying that Boogie told him the last time they talked that the money was all gone. So how could the receipts only add up to $200 if the money was all gone? And Boogie was saying that you have to think about it colloquially. That's what the word Boogie used.
What? Is he speaking some ancient fucking, like, flabby-ass fucking tongue?
I put here, I don't know what the fuck that means, but he claimed that he meant it as, oh, well, my money might as well be gone. So him saying that the money was spent on his fucking medical bills and that the money was at the hospital to pay for his medical bills and his debts, apparently that was just a joke of him saying, oh, well, my money might as well be gone already.
But it's not!
I don't know, bro. It was so infuriating just listening to this man talk. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie, bro. Then I put here, Boogie started screaming at CoffeeZilla to Google colloquialism. Then I put here, so even with all the information he got...
No, I'm going to look at the definition. Now, here, hang on. I'm going to use fucking Google Translate, because I'm not even going to try to fucking goddamn... Or
it's
Google fucking...
colloquialism, that's how you say it.
God damn it.
Oh my fucking god.
It's, what was it?
Where'd you get the W at? Colloquial, what the fuck?
Okay, what was it?
It's colloquialism.
Colloquialism.
There you
go. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't want to see every fucking language of it. Okay. A word or phrase that is not formal or literary, typically one used in ordinary or familiar conversation. What the fuck is this example? The example is the colloquialisms of the streets. What is the word doesn't even mean what he says it means.
Yep.
Fuck it. He's even lying about words. Dude. Oh
yep.
My fucking god.
That's what he does. So we continue. So even with all the information he got, he could only add up that Boogie spent about $2,500 of the $5,000. So he questioned Boogie on how he was able to start the month off with $800 and end up with $5,000 in his bank account, and Boogie lied and said that he was saving his ass off, meaning that he was saving money, and that wasn't the money he got from the crypto scam.
Cap. Because he had to buy Diablo 4. That's fucking cap.
Then I said, dude is such a fucking liar. He literally is just saving the money for himself and not actually spending it on the medical bills and everything that he said that he was. So CoffeeZilla told Boogie that he needs to pay the $5,000 back from the crypto scam, and Boogie started freaking out, saying that he can't pay his mortgage, and CoffeeZilla said that Boogie has $5,000 in his account that he could pay back, and Boogie was screaming, no he can't.
You can, Boogie. You can.
So he looked at Boogie's expenses for the month and seen that the podcast paid him $2,000, but Boogie lied and claimed that he wasn't paid that month.
Of course he fucking did. You know, say what you want about Keemstar, and I'm gonna say some things about him later. But he pays his fucking employees.
Yep.
Like, I have never heard one complaint about Keemstar not paying his employees.
Yeah, so this even led to like a whole thing. I didn't jot it down in my notes, but basically, where Boogie was like claiming that he wasn't paid from the podcast, and on Lawcow Live, Keemstar called him out on it because he was like, "Oh, I watched CoffeeZilla's video, and you're sitting here saying that you didn't fucking get paid from the podcast." And Keemstar was like, "So what the fuck is that about? Because I literally fucking paid you." And Boogie was like, "Oh well, the payment hadn't come in yet. That's what it was." And he was trying to like cover his ass, and Keemstar was fucking pissed at him.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Keemstar might do some fucked up shit too, but he knows how to fucking pay people.
So, back to where I was. So, fucking Boogie lied and said that he never should have talked to CoffeeZilla in the first place, and was claiming he was claiming that the call was being recorded without consent, and CoffeeZilla was manipulating what he was saying, and that he tricked Boogie into talking to him. So at this point in the video, CoffeeZilla got mad, and he was like, "Oh, really? If I'm manipulating and tricking you, then what is this?" And he showed this clip where he was talking to Boogie on the phone, and Boogie was thanking him for helping him out, and said that he really appreciates CoffeeZilla.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god.
CoffeeZilla
said,
said,
"This motherfucker on the internet, dude."
CoffeeZilla said that all he wanted to do was help Boogie out to try to make him look better, and Boogie thanked him. Boogie even said that the video showed that CoffeeZilla had the integrity that he thought he did. Boogie said CoffeeZilla was a good person because he was trying to help him, and said a lot of YouTubers wouldn't do that for him. And Boogie even said that he would never have a bad word to say about CoffeeZilla. And when he said that, CoffeeZilla put the clip on Lawcow Live where Boogie was saying, "Fuck CoffeeZilla, he's a fucking piece of shit, he's a fucking liar." So, then my last note here, I put, Boogie is so fucking fake. And that is the end of my notes.
Great.
Because I couldn't be bothered to take any more. Because I was getting so fed up and angry with this fat fucking piece of shit. Dude, I was getting so fed up. Like, the lies. And the crypto scam was one thing. That shit pissed me off. But the fact that this man lied about having cancer for 2 fucking years, when I've had people in my family that have died from fucking cancer, bro. Fucking cancer is no fucking joke. You don't fucking lie about that shit. You don't fucking fake that fucking shit. Just for fucking sympathy.
You wanna know what's worse?
What?
We'll get to it, but he was bragging about how he lied about it too in the other live stream.
Of course he did, because he's a fucking scumbag piece of shit. He really fucking is. But, so, after all this happened, Boogie deactivated his Twitter and said he was leaving the internet and that he was done and he couldn't take it no more, and was saying he was going to kill himself. And then guess what happened? A couple days later, Lawcow Live announces, "Oh, Boogie returns to Lawcow Live." Yep. So this is where I'm going to let you fucking take over, because Austin watched this.
I want you to play, to start this off, I want you to play the voice messages I sent you yesterday, because that will give a fucking, a little bit of how angry I got yesterday watching this.
Okay, I'm trying to see if this is the right one.
I didn't mean to go off the chat.
Okay, well.
Sorry to be your fucking sisters. It's like when I first started because I had cooked dinner. This motherfucker is sitting here. For one, he didn't even want to fucking come on the goddamn podcast. Then,
can you hear it?
This motherfucker is sitting here and he's trying to be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter that I lied because Destiny's a cuck and he likes genocide and all this shit. And I'm like, And he sat there, he sent Keemstar a clip that spliced Destiny with a child dying, Devon. A child dying. Oh, this fat 800-pound piece of shit. I swear to God, he's a piece of shit. This motherfucker is trying to justify fucking Andrew Tate, of all people, because Andrew Tate doesn't like Destiny, and Joe Rogan doesn't like Destiny, and Tristan Tate doesn't like Destiny. Are we serious right now? This motherfucker told Wings to fucking stop taking testosterone because that's what caused his cancer. And this motherfucker apparently, because he faked his cancer and he told Wings that, apparently Wings and his wife were trying to have a baby. So after Wings heard that, he stopped taking testosterone, and now they can't have a fucking child because Boogie fucking said, oh, the testosterone is what caused my cancer, when he lied. Oh, I'm getting pissed, dude. For your information, no, because I'm too angry to fucking goddamn do fucking stupid-ass notes. You wanna know why, Devon? Because now this motherfucker is saying that he has never, ever asked for money or donations or anything. Oh my God. And Moon's on now, and he's calling his ass out. But you know what fucking Boogie's doing? He's tiptoeing like the dumbass he is. Oh my fucking God. He's pissing me off, dude. He is pissing me off. Bro! Fucking Wings just showed his wife's diagnosis of fucking thyroid cancer. But fucking Boogie still won't even show his medical records. He's talking about how, oh, this is my precious cow that I can't slaughter. You're a fucking cow, Boogie. I'm getting to the point. Dude. Alright, Devon.
Okay, that was the last one, I think, right?
Devon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last one.
I was so angry. Keep in mind, I didn't watch the whole stream
where Boogie returned to the internet. So.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole stream, by the way. I didn't. I tried, but he was so infuriating. This motherfucker was so infuriating. First of all, it took him like an hour to come on the fucking podcast. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking. So what happened was Keemstar and Tommy C and Wings were talking about it and everything. They were just talking and they were trying to get him on. This motherfucker was trying to say that he was not going to come on. And then fucking Keemstar, say what I'm going to say some things about Keemstar later, but fucking Keemstar was saying, oh, I'm just going to fire you if you don't come on. And you know what fucking Boogie was trying to say? Oh, if you fire me, Keemstar, I'm going to get lawyers involved. And then we're going to have a whole legal situation. And this motherfucker was threatening legal action! And this motherfucker finally came on. And as soon as, I was chill with Wings and Tommy and Keem. Even Keemstar, I was chill with it. But then when fucking Boogie finally came on, and immediately when he came on, he just kept fucking lying and being a little fucking pussy, and all these things fucking came out. Oh, it was so infuriating. Fucking Muda came on at one point and was fucking calling his fucking ass out. There was fucking points where, like I said in the fucking voice message, Wings cannot have children with his wife now. He can't even fuck his wife because he stopped taking testosterone because Boogie said, if you take testosterone, you're going to get cancer like me. When he doesn't have cancer! Like, how much of an evil human being do you have to be? Not only to fake cancer, but to tell, knowing that you faked cancer, to tell your friend to stop taking testosterone so it doesn't cause cancer when that affects his fucking ability to have children.
Yeah.
How much of a piece of shit? Like, how much of a piece of shit do you have to be, dude? This motherfucker legitimately just constantly was saying, oh, it's my personal life. It's my personal life. You can't think, it's my personal life, Keemstar. I'm not showing you anything because that's my personal business. It got to the point, Devon, where there was 15,000 people in that fucking stream, watching the stream. And Keemstar said, if it gets to 15,000 people, this is like when it was like at 10,000. Keemstar said, if it gets to 15,000 people, you better screenshot your fucking portal and send it to me so I could put it up on stream. And he agreed to it. But you want to know what happened when they got to 15,000?
He didn't do it.
He didn't fucking do it! And this motherfucker kept playing, well, I didn't say I was gonna do it, even though he fucking said he did! He said he was gonna fucking do it. He said he was gonna fucking do it. Because like, no, Keemstar, I didn't fucking do it. Because I didn't say that. I'm not doing it. I'm not showing you my medical records. It's my privacy. It's my thing. I have cancer. I don't know why you're saying that I don't have cancer. He sounded like fucking Cartman. Dude. He's built like it. He's built like 10 of Cartman. Oh my god. Oh, this motherfucker, dude. It got to the point where Tommy C fucking left. He left and he's like, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. He straight up said, bye, I'm going on fucking vacation. Because I guess his vacation was soon. And he was just like, no, I'm going on fucking vacation. Fucking peace. It got to that goddamn point.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Fucking Muda, then fucking Boogie was trying to say, oh, Muda, are you still gonna give me that fucking $60,000? Or whatever? And Muda was like, fuck no! Like, he's like, I don't, like, this fucking dude is actually the biggest piece of shit. And it got to the point to where he kept doing the same shit, and it got to the point where he finally admitted it. He finally admitted it. And I'm gonna play a meme that fucking let me actually look for it real quick. I thought fucking I sent it to you. Lol Cal, it might be Keemstar that posted it, or Drama Alert, I don't know. But what is your thoughts on all that before I find this fucking meme?
He's probably the biggest piece of shit. And it's crazy because it didn't start out that way when we first started talking about him. Because it was just kind of more like a ha-ha, Boogie's a fucking idiot thing. And then it's just devolved so far. And I still go back to when we were watching when we reviewed the Boogie and Wings boxing match, and you can go back to it, and my exact words were, come back to this fucking review, because fucking I said that after this, I know that Boogie is gonna fucking spiral so out of control. And I have been proven right, because he has spiraled so fucking far out of control, way beyond what I thought that he was going to spiral. And it's to the point now where he's at the absolute bottom of the barrel scum of the earth, and I don't know what else he could possibly do at this point to be a worse person, but knowing Boogie, he'll somehow find a way to top himself.
I don't fucking know, dude. Here's the meme that Keemstar posted.
That's what it is, and it's so funny because I'm looking at my portal right now.
Show us.
No, fuck you.
I'm trying to find that screen right now.
And it's a simple matter of fucking emailing it to one of you guys, and you'll never fucking see it. I already looked it up on the web portal. I already screenshotted it. It's a matter of just fucking dropping that in the group chat. Just so you know, but we're not fucking doing that.
It's fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not in the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this.
I
have to do the verifying
Thank
test.
you.
And I would never lie about cancer.
Okay.
And it's, yeah? You would never lie about it? You think I would? That's what it is. And it's
That's the meme there.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Now, I want to talk about Keemstar now. Unless you have anything else to say.
Well, I have some Boogie tweets that I wanted to read.
Yeah, go ahead and read those Boogie tweets, because Keemstar is pretty much the last thing we need to talk about.
So, this was posted on July 2nd. Boogie said, I know it's a fun narrative that I spent the $5,000 on a weight loss drug, but how does one spend $5,000 on a month's supply of a drug that only costs $550 with a monthly coupon? You can't buy more than 1 month at a time, you dildos. Please use basic common sense if you can when you hear this dumb shit. And then he replied to himself and said, I understand getting mad at me because I launched a stupid meme coin. I actually did that, and me saying I did it because of a weight loss drug was a fucking joke. So then, oh wait, I scored up way too, hold on a minute, I went way too far up. That was from the last time, hold on a minute. Okay, I was trying to find the goddamn Jackson Clark tweets, and I fucking went too far. Okay, so fuck. I'm trying to see. So Jackson replied to that whole Optimus Twitter thread that we read last time. Jackson says, sheltered, selfish, narcissistic man-child who has been lucky enough to make bank over many years doing a job that requires you to do very little compared to regular jobs, then scams the audience that made his luck-based career possible so he can continue to sit on his ass and make excuses for himself. I really don't think there's anyone more pathetic than Boogie. Grifter, a compulsive liar who will lie about anything, morals be damned. Manipulator and slimy. His legacy will be one of an embarrassing decline due to his inability to change and his addiction to excuses that make him the definition of pathetic. Then he replies to himself and says, hilarious after he himself went broke after spending tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, on hookers and taking them to Disneyland. Side note, as shown in the YouTuber audit video by Caleb Hammer, Boogie hasn't been paying his taxes, or at least wasn't at the time. And he puts a screenshot here. Nicholas Diorio says, you sold what's left of your credibility for 10 grand, not even 10 grand. You have to pay taxes on it too. This amount of money is easily attainable monthly if you just stream regularly and talked about games. And Boogie replies and said, I genuinely thought if I said don't buy it, people wouldn't buy it. Who knew people would want to be broke so bad? I think we read that screenshot last time. And then Jackson put another reply to himself and said, no one cares that you're fat. No one is mad that you're breathing. They're just mad because you're a scamming, manipulative asshole whose only life ambition is to be viewed as a victim. And then Jackson replied to himself again and fucking He said, "How disgusting do you have to be to claim people are saying that you should die from cancer when they're not and never have said that? He will lie about anything and everything." And he put a screenshot here from Telegram, which we played the Telegram video last time. But this person named Techno replies to Boogie and says, "Don't worry about it." Boogie replies and says, "I'm going to, though. Don't want to let my team down, and I don't want to let you guys down. This is heartbreaking. I really did think this was just going to be a goofy little fun project that we had fun doing, and the internet would point and laugh, not threaten me over it. Like, my timeline is literally filled with people telling me they can't wait till my cancer kills me. That's really hard for me to handle. And that's not just random anonymous users saying it. It's literal contempt creators like Mudahar and Medicare, hell, even Charlie. They are very much convinced I'm the bad guy in the situation and I need to be stopped at any cost. And that cost will be paid by me, our team, and you guys."
Motherfucker, you're getting to the point, dude, where you're as despicable as fucking Homelander. Like, at this point. The only thing you haven't fucking done, Boogie, is actual pedophilia. Alright?
I forgot about this fucking clip. So, Mudahar posted this. He said, Boogie when asked to prove his cancer diagnosis, and he put this clip.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
It's a clip of fucking Deji. Then I have a tweet here from Mr. Keemstar. This was after the fucking stream of him lying about his cancer when he got confronted. Keemstar said, "Boogie2988 fake cancer drama. To the best of my knowledge, based on everything I know, Boogie went on steroids that caused cancer in the blood years ago and was warned of the dangers. 2 years ago, after he lost all his money in crypto, he went to the doctor and had high red blood cells indicating he may have cancer blood. Before he got any confirmation, he rushed to make a YouTube video announcing that he had cancer. 2 years later, he still doesn't have confirmation that he has cancer, but has been telling everyone that he does, and used it for sympathy multiple times. Whether it was promoting his crypto scam or asking people to financially support him, lying about the cancer could be considered fraud. He is scheduled to get a confirmation test to see if he 100% has cancer soon. So, ironically, even though he's lied, he may still have cancer. Whole thing is sad as hell." Then, fucking, what is this clip? Oh, fucking, that was a clip from the fucking... So, Nicholas Diorio put a clip from the podcast. He said it's so over. Here's the clip.
Here's the thing, because I did a stream, because I had people saying, "Oh, you're faking cancer, Jim." So I showed my diagnoses and stuff like that. I'm going to guess he's working on a system similar to Epic, which most medical people do.
Mm-hmm. This is medical talking, by the way.
You should be able to go right into diagnoses, and it's going to list everything that a doctor has ever said you had.
Yep, I just read it to him.
Okay, and so it lists the cancer there?
Yes.
Okay, so you could screen cap that and just show it. I mean, that's what I did, and then that would be the end of it.
Absolutely. And I made the decision 2 years ago that I would not do that, and I would rather leave the internet than to give the last shred of fucking privacy I have left.
And here's the thing. I understand the privacy argument.
Mm-hmm. I should have never went public with it.
No. Let me finish. I mean, you can redact information. There's no issue with that. But just showing, I mean, it literally is just a page that says patient diagnoses. Yep. And then it lists what you have. It doesn't tell you who the doctor is. It doesn't tell you what hospital you go to. It literally just says the disease name.
And I won't be doing that.
But I don't understand why not.
Because he does have cancer. He does have cancer. Yeah, that's going to be the narrative they'll go with. So that's
well, no, I mean, I'm legit trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. When I shit on you for the crypto thing, man, I said I take your word that you had cancer. I take your word that the medical shit's expensive.
Yeah.
So I mean, this seems like
I spent 2 years treating a disease that doesn't exist. These people used to be my friends, and I genuinely would have never believed it would even come to this. And I'm just.
So that was one of the clips I was talking about in my notes. So then There's a tweet from Mudahar. He said, "I'm thankful Boogie's cancer hasn't turned to leukemia. Now his fans don't have to worry or financially support him over it." And there's a tweet from Boogie on June 28th of this year where he says, I learned already do that. The cancer is fucking expensive. I'm at the beginning stages of it, and I still can't afford it. When this shit inevitably turns into leukemia, I'll be utterly fucked." Keep in mind, he's had cancer, quote-unquote, for 2 years, but June 28th claimed that he was in the beginning stages of it. Oh, here's the clip where he talks about cancer being like Animal Crossing.
They're very different. Starter? Did you say starter kit? Like you haven't started having cancer?
No, it's like the tutorial version of cancer.
What he's
Does that
saying
make sense? It's the easy one. If you're going to get one, this is the one you want to get.
You can live forever on this thing. It rarely kills people.
It's not the Dark Souls of cancer. That's right.
Yeah,
So
it's the Animal Crossing of cancer. You have the Dark Souls of cancer.
I'm not even close. So,
That's the clip. So, fucking...
Jesus.
So, fucking... I wanted to play this just because I thought this was funny. So, Low Tier God made a video about Boogie a couple years ago. I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's only a minute and 40 seconds, but I was watching this and this shit was fucking killing me. So, here's Low Tier God.
this is a fucking video to some fat fuck on YouTube named Boogie2988. Now, I'm tired of this fat fuck popping up in all my fucking search engines when I'm looking for a fucking workout video. I don't give a fuck about the aftermath from any of you Boogie fans that feel sorry for this greasy fuck. You fat fucking disgusting ass smelling, blob, cheese drinking, Crisco bathing, lard gargling, calorie feeding, Cabbage Patch face having, Dr. Robotnik looking, wing shop eating, McDonald's gorging, T-Rex arm having, non-vegetable eating, cooking a George Foreman grill just to drink out a drip tray, wine load, hungry hippo, party, pretending to have a fucking thyroid problem, male / free willy, park bus, Yokozuna, Kirby, Salad Dodger, Chair Crusher, Butterball, go to Subway but put everything on it, Michelin Man, because Hostess is back in business, motherfucker. I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there calling me a bully. Well, guess what? I'm not. I just don't feel sorry for fat fucking people, especially fat fucks who sit there all day, gorge and eat, and make money for doing absolutely nothing, while a bunch of sorry fucks like yourself play into it. You like what the fuck I'm saying? Then fuck you.
You know, the funny part is, he does look like a fucking, like, deluxe Cabbage Patch Kid. Like, oh.
So, fucking, there's a little bit more here, fucking, so here's a clip you sent me of the child dying thing.
That was a joke!
Buggy.
Oh, how about here's another one. Here's another one where you got
Buggy. Hold on. Stop. Listen to what I'm saying.
What?
Don't send me videos of kids dying to play on fucking stream. Like,
That's fair.
come on,
That's
bro.
fair.
What are you doing?
Well, this is just Andrew Tate setting and reading some of his DMs.
That was the
So, that was a clip you sent me. So, then, fucking... So, this person named Samuel put a clip here. They said, Boogie2988 has admitted in front of 15,000 people, Keemstar, Muda, and Wings, that his polycythemia vera diagnosis isn't on his medical portal. Fake cancer allegations are wrapping up.
I've been told by my doctor for the last 2 years.
Fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you.
Okay, I think, yeah, we played that already. Fucking, there's the lawyers thing. Fucking, so, of everything that happened, guess what this fucking man did that he always does, Austin?
he seems like the guy that he would, like, sit there and he would just, like, sit there and deny it. Keep denying it, I'm assuming.
Oh, no. He did what Boogie always does. He put out an apology.
Oh, man, was this like the 10th millionth or what the fuck ever?
Yeah. Yep. So Boogie says, according to the internet, I, quote, lied about cancer. However, for the last 2 years, I've been treating the symptoms of that cancer, blood tests, medications, and so much more. We still have one test left to do to verify which cancer it is, in all caps. For now, we have been treating the polycythemia vera, which is the cancer that they told me, in all caps, that I have, in all caps. My brother has seen it in my medical charts. My girlfriend and best friend have been present when the doctors spoke of it. We are now doing more tests to confirm the polycythemia vera or determine if there is a second cancer present. So not only does he have one cancer, now he's saying there could be a second cancer. We are starting with a colonoscopy to see if there is cancer present there, as I've shown signs that prostate cancer is present. So now he has prostate cancer.
Okay, so my question here. How are they going to do a colonoscopy? Do they have to get a whole ass fucking, like, steel pipe? Or, like, do they have to, like, you know, like those, like, pool noodles? Do they have to fucking use, like, one of those pool noodles to fucking do it? And put, like, a camera on it? I'm confused on how...
Oh. This fucking apologies. It's going to piss you off, the stuff I'm seeing coming up.
Oh, great. Okay.
So, Boogie continues, I was panicked when my doctor told me I had cancer 2 years ago, and when I was in a vulnerable state, I shared that long before I should have. It was a stupid, stupid thing to do. I should never have jumped the gun like that. Get this, Austin. I have never done a GoFundMe, but get this point right here. Because he put it in all caps, Austin.
Oh, no.
I have never asked my audience for money to help treat this cancer.
You're fucking kidding me right now. You're fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
He then says, I never have, and I never ever will. That's not the end of the apology.
Oh, great. Great!
Then he continues, in fact, in my years as a YouTuber, I've donated and helped raise tens of thousands of dollars for St. Jude's cancer research to help people suffering with cancer.
Really? Yeah. The same person that said, oh, one of my living expenses is I have to buy fucking Diablo 4!
Yep, the essentials. Then he says, my father died of cancer, my best friend from childhood died of cancer, my other friend, John, died of cancer. Cancer? Oh my god. Get this, Austin. Cancer is not something that I would ever lie about.
Are you fucking serious, right?
That's what he said. That's what the motherfucker said. Oh no, I heard stuff flying. Oh no. Jesus Christ, what did you throw?
My controller.
He says, but I should have waited for the final test to be done and not just repeated what my doctor had to say. I'm sorry that I ever spoke of it, and moving forward, no matter what happens, I will not speak of it publicly. That's cap. I consider this a closed matter, and will now make sure it remains a private battle that is shared only with my closest loved ones. I'm sorry for those hurt or offended by either the rumors that have floated around or by my actions when I spoke too early about my cancer. Of all the mistakes and fuck-ups I've ever made in this life, this was the one that will haunt me to the bitter end. And he finishes here with, I'm genuinely sorry.
Okay. I'm not gonna hear you because I'm gonna fucking take my mic and put it up to my fucking, like, closer to my goddamn face right now, okay? Alright, Boogie. You hear me very loud and fucking clear! I hope you fucking die a miserable death. I hope you have cancer. I hope you fucking do. I hope you have all the fucking cancer. I hope you suffer. You do not deserve to live. You deserve to die in pain. In insufferable pain.
Jesus Christ.
You fat, fucking, gelatinous, fucking, jelly roll looking, fucking, goddamn, fucking, grimace ass fucking looking, fucking, lard drinking, fucking Taco Bell shoving down your fucking gullet, looking ass motherfucker. I am sick of talking about you. I am sick and tired of talking about your fat, fucking unwashed, neckbeard ass. I have not gotten tired of somebody more than you, Boogie. Oh my God. At this point in this fucking podcast, we've talked about EDP for like 4 fucking hours. But you know what you've done, Boogie? You know what you've done? On top of the 4 hours we talked about EDP, that we're trying to gather an omnibus for that? You know what you've fucking done? In 2 podcasts, you have fucking sat there and genuinely fucking done that goddamn time. We have talked about you more than fucking EDP.
Yep.
Do you understand, Boogie, how fucking bad that is? Of course you fucking don't. Because all you care about is fucking getting all your goddamn games and your Magic the Gathering cards. You are pitiful. You're actually pitiful. I genuinely do not understand why fucking Keemstar sits there and puts up with your shit. God damn, everybody wanted to talk about how fucking Wings was worse than Boogie. Now where is it at? Because I don't hear anything bad about Wings no more. Nothing at all. All I hear about is you. And I'm sick of it. And while we're on the topic about your fucking appearance, can you cut your fucking hair? Because you look homeless. Your hair's receding.
So Nicholas Diorio replied to that apology, and he said, Boogie said this 6 days ago, by the way. So keep in mind, he said that he would never ask his fans for money. He would never start a GoFundMe. 6 days before this apology, he tweeted, "So I heard Penguin Zero said to start a GoFundMe if I need help with my medical stuff. I've heard that a lot. What do you think? Should I consider making a GoFundMe?" 6 days before he said that he would never.
This is why! Dude, this is why I'm so sick! I'm so sick of this fucker! Dude, why can't he just, Dude, why? Why take good people? Why take good people? Why take people like fucking goddamn, like, I don't know, I'm trying to fucking think of why take somebody like Bray Wyatt away from us and keep this fat fuck on the planet Earth? Why do that? Like, why?
I don't know.
Like, why? This motherfucker genuinely is a fucking disease. Like, himself is just a disease. Dude. I'm done. Like, I swear to God, Devon, no, I don't, like, seriously, I swear to God, if it gets to a point where we have to talk about this motherfucker to this length again, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, dude. He is the only person I've gotten to the point to where I'm losing it to the point of AEW fucking losing it.
Oh,
He is the only fucking person, dude, that has gotten me to this fucking point.
So now I have a tweet from Mr. Keemstar to read.
This fucking keeps going, dude.
So he says, I just called Boogie and we were talking about a future cancer test, and he said to me, quote, "I can't believe it, but I'm praying that I have cancer."
I hope he does. I hope he has fucking 10 variants of cancer.
Keemstar says, "I physically fell to the floor laughing. It was hard to even tweet this out because I was laughing out loud."
Because Keemstar just thinks this is all funny. Like, he genuinely thinks this is all funny.
So the last thing fucking that I have to read here is a tweet. Two tweets he sent me. So one from Lolcow Live says, "May have to fire Boogie. Faking cancer is horrendous, but this issue is way more complex than just the tagline. He faked cancer. In full context, it's more mental illness than evil. This is a tough call, but I will make my decision next live." And then the final tweet that I have to read is the last one that you sent me from Lolcow Live. Keemstar says, and this will lead into what you were going to say about Keemstar, "I have made my decision on whether or not to fire Boogie from Lolcow Live. I did not come to this conclusion easy. I have spoken to multiple creators, fans, close friends, and family affected by cancer. I will be live with my judgment tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Just me, by the way. Boogie will join at some point to hear this judgment. I do not like any bit of this, but it's what must be done." So now I will let you fucking take over with what you had to say about Keemstar.
Well, I've talked my shit about Keemstar, about how he's a piece of shit that only cares about money. And that's exactly what this is. He's enabling Boogie's behavior because he thinks cha-ching. That's legitimately, like, before this fucking controversy even fucking happened, he legitimately said he was going to quit again. He said, "I'm quitting," and then Boogie got called out by Destiny for faking cancer, and now Lolcow Live is all good again.
Yeah, I don't get how Boogie says that he was going to quit the podcast, and then he's back on the podcast, and then Keemstar talks about firing him, and then Boogie's like, "Oh, well, if you fire me, I'm going to get lawyers involved," and fucking... But it's like, you just said that you quit, but now if you get fired, you're gonna get fucking lawyers involved. That doesn't make any sense.
And it's just to the point where it's like, Keemstar, like, what are you doing? You're enabling, like, it's not even to the point where it's like how Baited ended, where it was just like Keemstar and Colossal is Crazy just going at each other for hours. Like, it wasn't even like that. It's at this point, the drama is legitimately just Keemstar is enabling Boogie's shitty behavior.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely don't know how Wings, how fucking Tommy, well, I know how Keemstar can be. I don't know how Wings or Tommy or anybody could be fucking cordial with this fat fuck.
Did
after
you
all of
see
this.
at the fucking because Keemstar was like throwing a party or whatever, and that's why he had like Boogie and Wings and shit, like they came out. Fucking Tommy C didn't come. I'll get to that in a minute because that was a whole nother fucked up thing. Did you see like the clips from the party where like Boogie and like Mudahar were like face to face, and like Boogie was like demanding that Keemstar shake his hand, or not, that fucking Mudahar shake his hand, and fucking Muda was like, I'm not shaking your fucking hand because I don't fucking respect you. You're a fucking piece of shit human being. And Boogie was like, oh, well, I don't care what you think about me. Just let's make peace for Keemstar's party. I'm not trying to have no drama. And Mudahar was like, well, I'm not trying to have no drama either. I'm chill. Just fucking, I don't want to fucking shake your hand, and I'm not going to. And then Boogie was like, oh, so you're trying to start some bullshit? Alright, let's start some bullshit. And then he sat right next to fucking Mudahar. And Muda was telling him to get the fuck away from him. Boogie was like, no, I'm comfortable right here. And he started acting like a fucking child. And then the Tommy C thing, fucking, basically, Tommy C was supposed to come out to that party as well, because Keemstar wanted like the whole cast of Law Cal Live there for the party. And Tommy didn't come because he said that he needed to save his money because he's closing on a house, and he needs the money to close on the house and to make sure he has money to take care of his family and shit. And basically, because Tommy C didn't come, Keemstar basically fucking called him a fucking piece of shit for that. And
yeah, which
shit.
I think also fucking Tommy C would have been fucking jet lagged anyway, because I think that motherfucker lives in like a different country. Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. I did see some fucking cringy ass clip, like, from that party, where it was Keemstar's now fiance, Brantley, fucking Boogie's girlfriend, and fucking some other fucking bitch. And legitimately, they were playing like Never Have I Ever, but like a drinking version. And I gotta say it, man. Say what you want about Boogie's girlfriend and how she's like mentally unstable or whatever. At least she's not fucking cringe, because Brantley is ungodly unfunny. Like, completely unfunny, dude. Like, she's a female version of Keemstar.
Oh my god.
She's legitimately a female version of Keemstar. Legitimately, she's like, it's disgusting how alike they are. Like, it. But I mean, you do you, man. I don't fucking know. Be glad you haven't seen any clips of fucking Brantley, because she is fucking terrible.
Is she even attractive?
She's okay. Like, not my cup of tea, but, like, she's okay.
Who's more attractive, Brantley or Desi?
Oh, Jesus. Oh. You see, it's a hard one because it's a personality thing. Like, with Desi, you could pretend she's just Carrie and it'd be fine. Like,
Oh my god.
But with Brantley, I don't think I could fucking stand her fucking white trash Keemstar fucking attitude. I don't know. I don't think I can.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking... That's, like, pretty much all the updates on the whole Boogie situation as of right now. I guess tomorrow we're gonna see if he gets fired or not. Spoiler, he isn't gonna get fired.